Alright guys, we need to talk about the Sony WH-1000 XM5. Namaste, we're DHRME, decoding headphone reviews with a magnifying ear.
Okay, let's take 94. Got it. So we need to talk about the Sony WH-1000 XM5 because it's been 2 years since its release. A ton of headphones have come out since then. A ton of problems have also been revealed, as with any product that's out there for long enough. But I want to say, to begin with, it's still one of my favorite headphones. I know you're not smiling about this, but this is one of my favorite headphones simply for the 3 C's. The comfort. These are amongst the lightest noise cancelling headphones out there, and that really does a lot for comfort. These headphones are like underwear. If you can't wear them long enough, it doesn't matter how fashionable they look. They touch your skin all the time, they touch your head. It's like head underwear. Okay, we're getting quite deep into the underwear metaphor, but in general, really comfortable. Also, the clamping force is almost negligible. The cups are super comfortable, not as comfortable as some other headphones this guy likes, but they're very comfortable. And for phone calls, these are by far, so far, the best headphones I've used for phone calls. Do you agree?
Yeah. I think with this model, they really upped the game in terms of microphones.
Big leap for sure. And now the third C is cost.
Yeah.
Because it's actually priced. We wanted to have 3 C's. So, how it looks.
How this model.
Yes. So the price on the Sony WH-1000 XM5s, it's right now pretty high, isn't it? We did a camel, and we saw the price graph over time. What's the price right now? It's
close to $400.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
But on camel, we saw that it dropped even as low as $230.
Yeah, that's a price for some of the premium noise cancelling headphones, and you regularly get them on sale, I feel like. And also considering that so many people have bought them, I think you might even get them secondhand at a very decent price. Yeah. Maybe you should not buy them secondhand. We'll come to that in a bit, but very good headphones, great comfort, great call quality, great price.
But also great batteries, because the battery life, the advertised battery life, if you compare it to the market, let's say average, which is really going up, is not that great. It's advertised at 30 hours with the ANC on, and we've tested them in our DHRME battery test, as we do, and we got a little above 32 hours, which is respectable. And we tend to see Sony do this, slightly exceed the advertised numbers, just so that, with use, they last for a little longer as well.
Yeah, and also shout out to Sony because they advertise the battery life numbers with noise cancelling on, unlike some other company that do the bigger number on the box, and then when you actually read the fine print, okay, noise cancelling is much lower. So shout out to Sony for that, and the fact that the battery is still going strong. You have the white model there, I have the black one, still going strong.
And then what we also have is the infamous mustard oil incident from 2023.
We will not reveal the details, but my XM5 was soaked in mustard oil inside my backpack. And I'm also an oily boy, as you can see the merch, but it survived. Only thing was the buttons would ooze oil once in a while.
So it survived the oil from you and mustard seeds.
So
that's some next level testing.
Mustard oil proof. Nobody else on YouTube has.
Yeah, try to find someone who did that. Okay, anyway. Yes, that was quite impressive, right? You took the thing out of the bag, there was mustard oil in it. We're like, it's a goner.
Yeah.
But it's not, and it's still going strong.
Sound works, ANC works,
everything works. Yeah.
I'm an oily boy. This guy is also an oily boy. So essentially, if I rub this against my skin, you can see how oily it gets. This is just one rub against my skin. So the black color is an oil magnet. Not our favorite, because it's within using it for 2 or 3 hours, you see it. So it's not even like you need to spend a lot of time doing that. Don't love that. The white color, on the other hand, is all right. Yeah, it's not as visible. You can see a sheen maybe there, and that's one downside. But I think the biggest downside for most people, at least who watch our channel, is the sound. Now, I think these sound pretty good. I won't say they sound pretty damn good or pretty damn good. So they're not at the PDDD level, but they're still decent sounding, but they're not the best sounding noise cancelling headphones out there. So do with that what you will. There's some other downsides as well.
Yeah. So there's the transparency mode on these headphones. Well, the noise cancelling, I don't know if we mentioned that, but the noise cancelling is tier S. It's top of the class, very great. But the transparency, though, we've started it in tier A when we first tested it.
You don't agree.
But I don't agree with it anymore. And I say this, and I've said it in a couple of videos already, I really want to knock this down to tier B, because there are a bunch of headphones that do a lot better than this. And not as good as tier S, of course, but better than these. And I feel like these should be downgraded. So yeah, tier B, not as great for transparency. They're okay, you get an idea for what's around you. It's not like you're totally blocked, but it's definitely not up there.
Yeah.
And these are headphones that you've been daily driving pretty frequently, right? They've been in your backpack.
Yes.
Very regularly, from what I can remember.
Yeah.
But did you ever use them with a case?
Never use them with the case. So we have the case. I think maybe when we went to the US, even then I didn't take the case. These were in the backpack.
But they can't fold.
They can't fold, and that's a downside if you have a smaller bag. No, but I've never used the case, and it's not. But yeah, it does have a bigger footprint, right? It's this big.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, exactly. They don't fold, but they do something else.
Yes.
What is this?
So I'm gonna
what the hell is this?
Go up to this camera maybe and just show you. So essentially, these headphones. Oh, you can see my butt. Okay.
Yeah.
No, bro. These headphones, you can adjust them by pulling these out, and they stay in place. What's happened on the left side of my headphones is, if you leave them, they just fall off. They're not remaining in place anymore. You see? They just fall off, whereas this one, if I just adjust it a bit, it stays in that position. So essentially, I'm left with a situation where one side, the ear cups are always going to be kind of...
And how long has this been the case?
This has happened since the last week and a half or 2 weeks, which is why I thought about making this video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this has happened.
And how does this affect you using the headphones at all?
Well, in daily use, it doesn't really affect because you wear it. Yeah. But what I'm noticing is I always have this one out fully now, and this one is at the minimum. So luckily, the clamping force is not bad. But if it were, I would really not use these headphones anymore. Okay. But this is not fun, and I've not seen many people on the internet have this problem.
Yeah.
But I have seen them have another problem, which is also one of the reasons we wanted to make this video, because it's fine to review products when you just get them, they're shiny out of the box, everything works well, everything's tight and fits in nicely, and you get that good kind of tight feeling. But the long-term use on the Sonys, and we had this problem that we were just talking about, right? The XM2s as well. Yeah. A lot of head brands breaking there.
Yeah.
With the XM5s, you're hearing it more and more in the last 6 months, which means they probably have a lifespan the first year and a half, which is also why I said think about buying them secondhand.
Yeah.
The first year and a half, I think they're okay, but there's a point here just above the Sony logo where it seems to just break off. And Reddit, if you go on Reddit,
full of pictures.
It's full of pictures like this. So in terms of long-term use, yeah, that's not great.
It's just people wearing them and then trying to adjust the headphones up while it's on their head and then it breaking. So it feels odd, but then again, not really, because we've seen these things happen with Sony, not only with the headphones, we've also seen that happen with the earbuds, right? With the battery issue on the WH-1000 XM4. Yeah. So in terms of build quality and the whole, just quality in general, not exactly doing justice to the whole Japanese craftsmanship there.
No. On the other hand, what I always say is Sony is one of the biggest selling brands in the world. And then the long tail, even though percentage is small, numbers are much higher. Yeah. So if you're selling 1 million of these and you have 0.5% people who have issues, you're going to see it much more than other brands that have it.
Expect more from them, right? You put them at a higher standard.
So I think we've reached the conclusion. We needed to talk about the Sony WH-1000 XM5, and the real question we want to talk about is, A, these are 2 years old, so we can expect an XM6 around August. That's just simple math. We have no information about this. But simple math states it will be out in August. So should we get the XM5 right now? And I would say yes. I think they're still pretty great for the price. Yeah. Yes, I have this issue. I'm going to write to Sony and see if they can fix it. But these are the headphones I reach for every time I go out for a walk or I'm out doing something. Mm-hmm. It covers my aeroplane needs, it covers my train commuting needs, it covers my biking needs.
As long as you remember the cable for the airplane.
Oh, I forgot to take.
Forgot about that.
I forgot to take the cable on the flight to Vegas.
Curious to hear from you guys if you have any solutions for in-flight. We've heard about the out-flight.
Yeah.
Out-flight. Do you guys have any other, if you forget cables? Curious, maybe that's something we want to look into. But anyway,
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yes, I would buy the Sony WH-1000 XM5 new, hands down, without thinking about it. We've had 2 units,
Yeah.
and I have this problem, right? But
Any
you don't have
problems on
any
this?
problems,
No.
and none of us has had that breakage issue. I can imagine where it comes. You twist this and you twist this a bit more, it breaks. But I am a very careless user. I mean, this guy will testify. I've lost cables, I've broken stuff, I've mustard oil issues, and I have not been able to break this either.
Yeah.
So, based on our sample size, I would say these are fine.
Yeah. And like you said, it's a numbers game. Of course, you're going to see more issues, but just looking at what it has to offer and looking at how often the prices decrease,
Yeah.
it's still a very good option on the market. Yes, there's a bunch of others. In my opinion, I would still say look at some others that have less issues, potentially.
Which ones?
Bose, but I think you saw that coming. I'm a fan of Bose for the comfort and for the quietness. There's the Bose, there is, for example, even the Sennheiser Momentum 4, right? Sound-wise, they're leaps and bounds ahead of Sony.
Yeah, price-wise as well.
Price-wise, I think they're at least half or at least 2/3 of the price.
Yeah.
And then obviously it takes a hit in terms of noise cancelling. So yeah, definitely a lot of alternatives that's on the market. But if we just look at this in isolation, it's still a very, very good product.
So these headphones are not tight, but you guys are tight.
Super tight. Super tight.
And that goes for everybody, all of you who are watching, but some of you who are watching and have been regularly watching are not subscribed. So there's a button there, watching, do your thing. But also big thanks to our YouTube members, our patrons. You guys literally pay us money. I don't know why you do this. But thank you for that. And of course to our Fuck Mom members and patrons.
Paula, Hunter, and Gamma Panda. Special thanks to you guys, as always. Keep supporting us.
You've been considering the cons.
And we've been DHRME.
Dooey.